'Cause once upon a time on the west coast of Scotland, there lived a young lad. And like any young boy, he played. He laughed, he cried, and he was as happy as any other child. Yet something did not quite fit. He wanted things to be different. One day, as a young man deep in thought, he started to walk. And he kept walking and did not stop as he set out into the world to search, moving from place to place, looking for his fit. Now, with no destination in mind, he became an apprentice in different towns, learning the trades of many masters: the butcher, the engineer, the salesman, and the carver. He followed many paths and many people, discovering opportunities, inspiration, and excitement. And as he walked, he learned. He laughed and met great love. But still, he always searched. One evening, he came across a man sitting by a fire. He was surrounded by people listening to his words, enraptured by his voice and tales. One evening, he came across a man sitting by a fire. He was surrounded by people listening to his words, enraptured by his voice and tales. The man sat telling stories of his life and his world, and at every word it seemed that the flames leapt and danced. The young man watched. The young man watched for a while, looking at the flickering shadows on the faces of those that listened, marvelling at this man's abilities to captivate them with mere words. Then he started to listen. The magic within the man's voice filled him. His world drifted away as he entered places of wonder, myth, magic, and mysteries. Waking from his reverie, as night turned to dawn, he discovered he was left alone. The words had been spoken, the audience had melted away, and the fire embers fading. The old man watched him wake and started to speak. The paths that you have taken brought you here. At every end is a new beginning, a new journey to take. Stories are your heart. These are your passion. Hear mine and learn to tell. Give them life in your breath. Take this gift and let all hear. It was then that the young man knew he had found what he'd been looking for. And from that day, the boy who had become a man found his home in the world as the tales flowed freely. Now, thinking back on his search, he realised that all he had met along the way, the people, the places, the twists and turns that life had given him, were all gifts. Gifts that brought him to exactly where he needed to be, to find the place that filled his heart with inspiration and love. The gift of the stories.